In a Manchester dining room, celebrities will host 4 dinner guests they've never met.
Darlings.
Oh my God!
All have had a DNA test, and at least one of them is related to the famous face.
We could totally be related.
The game is to work out who.
Her maiden name was Mumford.
Wow.
It's got to be me.
Looking at those eyes, they're piercing me like my daddy.
I can't find the connection.
She's got the nose.
Could it be me?
With up to £1,000 to be won, will anyone guess correctly
This is the money.
before the DNA results are revealed?
My cousin is...
It's twisted my melon.
The first potential cousin to arrive is Holly, a shop worker from Birmingham.
Me with no makeup on, very Lewis Capaldi vibes.
I mean, Lewis Capaldi isn't that bad.
He's a lovely man, but he's not really the goal of my look, you know what I mean?
I do know, yes. Next to arrive is Tracy, an analytics manager from Somerset, who's got her heart set on being related to pop royalty.
Robbie Williams, for definite, because he's sort of my teenage idol.
Fair dues. Any traits you'll be looking for?
If it's a lady, then buxom.
Blimey, that's precise. Hoping for fame in his family is James, a student from Southport who hopes the famous face is a bit of a rebel.
I like to enjoy myself. It wouldn't surprise me if a celebrity's a party animal. Every celebrity nowadays seems to be a party animal in some way or form.
It's all lies, whatever you heard. We're really rather tame. That just leaves Stephanie, a graphic designer from Chorley whose relatives all share a look.
We all tend to have rounder faces, quite fair skin, and we tend to be on the larger side. So that's definitely something that runs through our family.
And to be related to somebody famous?
It would probably be quite emotional for me, really. Yeah, I'm a crier, so watch out for that.
Yeah, tissues at the ready, please.
I don't think I've ever met anyone famous.
Well, you're about to. So, with all 4 assembled...
Cheers!
And the celebrity en route, will these 3 objects help them work out who the famous cousin could be?
Ooh. Thumbs up emoji.
I wonder, it's quite a happy face, isn't it? It could be a comedian.
I can see a microphone, could be a singer.
Or a stand-up comedian.
Yeah. A Manchester comedian.
Manchester B.
I think it's a Manchester comedian.
What Manchester comedians do you know?
I think it might be a Jason Manford.
He is a Manc, but are these his feet?
Someone from Take That, maybe? Oh, I'd love to meet Gary Barlow.
That's made my day if it's Take That, because I get to meet Robbie Williams. All the happy Mondays.
You twisted my melon, man.
That tickled Tracy. But with the celebrity approaching, has anyone cracked it?
Were any of the Spice Girls from Manchester?
Mel B.
No, she's Leeds.
Wasn't like a bit. Oh,
B, though.
yeah.
Oh, behave.
I'm dead set with Jason Manford.
You really are, aren't you?
I'm dreaming of Shaun Ryder or Bez or something from the Happy Mondays, you know. I am.
OK, you lot, it's time to get this party started as the star is about to step forward.
Hola!
Oh my God, I am buzzing.
Potential family members.
Shaun Ryder, singer of the Happy Mondays.
Nice to meet you. You all right?
Yeah. He's God in our house. Shaun Ryder is like an icon.
I'm Steph.
Steph.
Yeah.
Hey, Steph.
I am James.
James. I've probably got lots of cousins out there. You two look like you could belong to the Carroll's clan, right? Which is my mum's side.
Nice.
I heard rumours that Fred, who was my dad's dad, he was one of 20 kids. And then they both could be riders.
He's a bit of a loose cannon, so I'm not expecting any dull moments.
I think that's a given.
I actually now reckon it's you.
Me?
They look like I could be related to any of them, because they're all odd.
Aw, that's nice, Shaun. With the scene set, the fizz are flowing, and family stories about to be revealed,
Take a seat, everybody.
it's time to play the first of 3 rounds.
Map of me. Our DNA tells us where in the world our ancestors hail from. Accordion George is about to play 5 little ditties to reveal the places around the world my family are from.
So, will any of the diners share connections to the same countries and in turn provide clues to being a potential relative to Shaun?
Accordion George, can you lead us in with the first tune, please?
Are you English by any chance?
I'm English. So, England, northwest England. I was born in Little Alton, which is in Salford. It was my nana's house. I was born there on Coniston Avenue in 1962. I've got very good childhood memories. I know more about the Carols than the Ryders. The Ryders are very mysterious. They're a weird bunch of creatures.
Oh, that's touching, Shaun.
Has anyone got any connections with the Northwest?
I have. My school was Hulton High. It's no longer there anymore.
Hulton High in Little Alton?
It is, yeah.
I know Hulton High.
Yeah. It's no longer there anymore.
Well, I used to live right near Hulton High School. How was you only round the corner? I didn't. Well, yeah, but obviously you.
I used to play on Coniston Avenue as well.
Did you?
Yeah. Even though I knew that he was from Salford somewhere, I didn't think it'd be quite as apparent. So yeah, I was really, really surprised about that.
Tracy potentially could be, I think, living so close and growing up so close to where Shaun lived. Could that be a red herring, or could it be an obvious answer? I don't know.
Anyone else?
I've got connections to the Northwest.
What's yours?
Well, I was born and bred in Chorley, but my great-granddad was born in Skelmersdale.
A lot of my family, same again, sort of northwest sort of region.
I've got no ties DNA-wise with Manchester, but my dad brought me up on your music.
Oh, did he? Well.
Yeah.
So you need a lot of counselling now, don't we?
Next song, please, George.
Ireland, Tipperary. So I do know from what I've been told of my mum that her side of the family, which was the Carols, they was from Ireland and they came over to England to build the Manchester Ship Canal.
A lot of mine, again, is Irish, and they come from the West Coast, County Mayo.
County Mayo, that's where ours are from, County Mayo.
So that's where a lot of my family's from, especially on my mum's side.
I think James is a bit of a dark horse. I think he could be a relative. I'm sort of getting a bit of a vibe from him.
Ollie, have you got any Irish connections?
Yeah, my granddad was Irish. He was originally from Monaghan. My great-granny, she was a bit of a character. She was quite short. She had a shotgun above the mantle and she would have used it. I think she was a force to be reckoned with.
I absolutely wouldn't be where I am without strong women. My nana was a strong woman. My Granny Ryder was a strong woman. My mum.
Shaun was mentioning about how in his family there's a lot of strong women as well. So maybe that's a thing that flows within our blood.
Something's got to keep it all together, and it's strong women. Accordion George, hit it.
Bit be groovy. Now that is proper European, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's going north, somewhere north.
Norway. I had absolutely not a clue that I had Norwegian in me.
Yeah, I have no idea where it comes from, but yes, I do have Norwegian DNA.
Only Tracy shared Norwegian DNA with Shaun.
Is it Welsh?
Wales.
Well done.
Wales was next, and it proved a hit for everyone around the table.
I think it's 1/10 Welsh, but I've got no idea where it's from.
But Accordion George has got one more tune to go.
Lay down that groove.
Bit jolly.
Oh, here we go. It's Scotland. I have a big connection with Scotland. Always have done. Our band hit it big in Scotland before we did in Manchester, and we're a Manchester band, so...
I know I've got Scottish DNA, but I don't know anyone Scottish in my family.
I think I had a tiny, tiny bit of Scottish.
Yeah, again, I've got quite a bit of Scottish in my DNA. I think it's 1/10 again.
Well, Shaun, I have some Scottish DNA, and I believe it comes from my great-grandfather, who is James Fletcher.
Fletchers! That's our lot. That's me nana's. My nana's maiden name before she was Carol Fletcher.
I was kind of dumbstruck about when he recognised the name Fletcher.
The connections with Tracy was madness, really. But the reality is, it just couldn't be any of them, could it?
So, everyone shares Scottish DNA. There are also ties to Wales, Ireland and Norway, but the strongest matches to Shaun's DNA came from Tracy, James and Stephanie through northwest England. Time for starters.
Thanks.
And a moment for the diners to digest what they've learnt so far.
At the moment, I'm maybe a little bit Tracy, but I'm thinking more James as the relative.
I'd suspect that it's most likely going to be Tracy and potentially myself.
I am thinking Tracy. I know it might be too much of a coincidence, but it's a massive coincidence.
I was looking at Stephanie and she seems to match the same mannerisms as Shaun. So that's what swung it for me towards Steph.
If I had to put a punt on it, I would go for...
Oh, don't get me waiting, Shaun.
Tracy.
Thank you. Coming up, Shaun shares...
Big, long, pointy nose and an head like an egg.
And it's the moment of truth.
Oh, blimey. Show us your treasures.
Show Us Your Treasures is a chance for the diners to share stories of their relatives, but will any help solve the puzzle of who is related to Shaun?
I used to play with this when I was a little kid. It's a money box and you put your sixpences in. And my granddad Bill Carroll, who couldn't go off to war because he lost his eye in the copper factory, making ammunitions. So apparently he made these out of shells.
My great nanny Olive used to work in an ammunitions factory as well, but in Birmingham, and she made stuff like that, but not post boxes, but you know, ammunition and things.
Holly's treasure is next, but will it evoke any ties to Shaun?
This looks very 1940-ish.
That is my great-grandmother.
Is that your great-grand?
Yeah.
She's got the same hairstyle as my nana.
Has she?
Yeah, you know, 1940s up to the max.
So, this is Eleanor Kook, and she's from Austria. She had kind of involvement in the Second World War on the other side. And then when the war ended, went back to Austria, and when the Allied troops kind of went in, they'd throw like dances. And she saw in this dance my great-granddad, and he apparently started singing to her, and she was just like, here we go, that's my ticket out, I'm off.
Her forehead and her eyebrows look like, you know, someone in our family.
He liked my great-grandma's eyebrows, which, you know, that's where I get them from.
Wish I had those eyebrows, yeah. Well, I mean, especially now, you know, now I haven't got any.
Aye, aye, it's time for another treasure. Blooming heck.
I actually could imagine my Granny Ryder wearing these.
Put them down now, Shaun.
Are they yours? See?
These represent my great-great-grandfather, a man called Thomas Nightingale, and he was a liquor seller.
Yeah.
And he went up and down the country, so he had numerous wives and numerous children till he settled in Salford.
I mean, he must have made a few quid.
No, I think he used to like going to the pub every week.
The bloomers were pretty cool. It's like an old school Ann Summers.
He bloomers on, Dad.
I'm still not sure if she's related because I think a lot of the connections could actually be just coincidences.
Next, it's James's treasure, but will it hold up any links to Shaun?
So this is my...
Oh, it's got to be one of yours, Jim,
Yeah,
hasn't it?
yeah. So he's my great-grandfather. He was part of the RNLI. He was the coxswain on a boat called the Rescue. And upon his retirement, he retired, I think, age 69. He saved 370 people's plus lives.
Wow. I'm thinking James could be a relative. I'm just getting a vibe from James that he could be related to him.
I mean, looking at it, I can't really see any direct resemblance, to be fair, but
we're both very courageous.
Both very courageous characters.
Handsome-looking dudes.
Handsome-looking dudes.
Mains are up.
Chuck in, guys.
Have any of the stories helped the diners work out who is related to Music Man Shaun?
I still think that me and Tracy are still in the running.
At the moment, I'm going to say James and Tracy.
I think I should stay with Stephanie, but and that's only because I really, really have no clue.
I'm still thinking it's myself and James who could be related to Shaun.
I'm still going for Tracy. It's twisting my melon. Famous last words.
Here comes the final chance for these four to suss out a few more family similarities through words associated with Shaun.
Left-handed or right? So, who's left-handed? Who's right-handed?
I'm a righty.
And me.
You're right-handed.
Right-handed.
I'm ambidextrous.
So
You must be ambidextrous, because if you was battered into doing left-handed, you must be... It's like if I have to play pool...
Use your right hand.
Right hand, yeah. It's a genetic thing. So we must be brother and sister.
Possibly, yeah. I do have a lot of connections with Shaun, but I don't know, I'm just tending to think, well, they're too obvious.
Physical traits. So physical traits in our family would be like big, long, pointed nose with flaring big nostrils and pointed ears and an head like an egg.
I've got a turnip head.
I'll swap you your turnip head for my egghead. Yeah.
There is big ears in my family.
On my dad's side, we all look the same. Round faces, round eyes, round noses. Without makeup on, I literally just look like my dad in a wig.
Bit harsh.
But then the real hardship about that is also being very sort of like tall, blonde and beautiful.
Oh!
I mean,
You smooth talker, Shaun.
So a lot of my family's sort of quite short and stocky.
Same for me as well, short and stocky, most of them.
I could kind of see him in James, and I don't know why, but I can't get away from it.
luckily, nobody's got my nose on this side of the table.
Good.
If they look like me, they would be the most unluckiest group of genetically unfortunate, intelligently undesigned people in the universe.
Final round done and something sweet on the menu.
Oh, sorbet. Yeah, I can do a bit of sorbet.
Time to digest everything before making final guesses on who Shaun's cousin could be.
If I was related to Shaun, that would be amazing.
To be related to Shaun, I think, would be quite an honour.
So Shaun's not really my era, but I think if we were to find out he was related, I think my dad would be quite happy with that.
If he was my cousin, I'd be like, hi, Shaun. Some tickets, please, my guy.
So what's Shaun thinking?
I still have to go with Tracy or Holly or Stephanie. I'm just so greedy, aren't I? I want all three.
With £1,000 at stake for guessing correctly, who will the diners pick? Well, it's time to find out.
Hey. Who do you all think it is?
Me.
Jimbo, lay it on me, baby.
So, I think it's me also.
Right, okay.
I think it's James and me.
And Ollie.
I think it's Tracy and James.
Oh, not you?
No, not me.
But only DNA can truly reveal who is related to Shaun.
Oh, blimey. I have more than one DNA match. My cousins are Tracy, James, and Stephanie.
Oh my God!
Big up.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, right, we're all having a big up.
Shaun and Tracy share great-great-grandparents from the Fletcher line who lived in Salford in the late 19th century. James shares a common ancestor on his dad's side of the family from the early 1800s. And Stephanie is most likely connected through the Baxendale line on Shaun's mum's side of the family from the early 1800s. They're not related to each other though, as they connect through different lines of Shaun's family.
I didn't have any doubts about you. I thought it was too obvious.
There were a lot of Flectors, and I think they were a charismatic bunch, which obviously suits Shaun's personality.
James is very macho.
I'm absolutely shocked, to be honest. I wasn't expecting, at the start of the day, for me to be related to Shaun, never mind 3 of us to be related to him.
Are those tissues ready?
Oh, don't.
Shaun's amazing. He's an icon, isn't he? So just the fact that I am related, you know, I found another family member. It's really nice, yeah.
And with no correct guesses, nobody wins the £1,000 prize money.
And to the winner, because you were definitely not related to me.
He can still be an icon in our household, just not a relative. But he can still come round for Christmas if he fancied it. Nice.
I am a greedy little git, really, so I got 3 cousins, didn't I? You know, instead of 1. So, yeah, made up. Are we on it?
Go on, that's good, that is.
It's an happy Monday. Or is it Tuesday? Or Wednesday? I know it's not a Friday, because, you know, I wouldn't be here.
Next time, 4 more prospective cousins will enter the dining room, but who will find fame in the family with a former footy legend?
I would love to be related to him. I just think he's absolutely adorable.